Alright, it looks like there's a February road ahead. Apparently I missed this, though, because this was published on February 16th, and now it's the 20th. And if I upload this in time, it'll be the 21st, so I'm about almost a week behind. So, oops. But anyways, let's get into it regardless. So, hey, y'all, Table Heroes. Welcome to the February 2024 Road Ahead, where we start our journey into the Star Wars The Phantom Menace arc. The Phantom Menace is because this year's the 25th anniversary of that, which is kind of crazy to think about. I remember seeing that in theaters when I was like 10, 11. Now it's been 25 years. Jeez. Anyways, in today's post, we will be presenting you with information and developer insight on the new Mandalore bonus zone, the Gungan faction, the Galactic Republic faction, guild gifting Jar Jar Binks, and a new raid, the Battle for Naboo. And yes, we did say Jar Jar Binks. I mean, jeez, it's about fucking time he made it into the game. I know for some reason Jar Jar gets tons of hate, which I feel like is unfair. Jar Jar, yeah, okay, he's a little bit annoying, but, like, he's iconic-ish, especially for Phantom Menace. You know, it's like Jar Jar, Qui-Gon, and Mace are, like, the three iconic characters out of, Phantom Menace. When I said Mace, I meant Maul. Darth Maul. And it's like, geez, this game is, what, 8.5 years old, and they finally decide to bring Jar Jar in? Ay. But I guess, like they say, better late than never. Anyways, as a reminder, before I keep going too, I wonder what he's going to be. Is he going to be like a GL? That'd be kind of funny, actually. It would be like, I mean, I guess it'd be cool for Jar Jar. You know, it took forever for him to come to the game, and then he comes and he's just straight to GL status. Almost like a, oops, sorry that we forgot about you, Jar Jar. We'll make you a GL. Anyways, as a reminder, anything in the road ahead is subject to change, but without further ado, enjoy February's road ahead. We look forward to reading and watching your reactions. Yeah, they say anything in the road ahead is subject to change, but typically everything stays. It's just, I think, like, details might change. Like, sometimes that's happened. They say X, and then when it actually comes to the game, it's more like Y, but it still came to the game, just not like how they said in X. So, anyways, my point is all this stuff is still going to happen. It's just maybe small details aren't going to be the same. So let's get it. First thing is something about the bonus zone. The first item up for discussion is the new bonus zone. New bonus zone. While we don't have full details on the new bonus zone, we are working on one and learning our inspiration from Star Wars Rebels. So you'll find yourself on a scarred planet riddled with conflict and heavily influenced by the Galactic Empire. So gear up your squad, prepare for battle, and help your guild to victory. Wait, is this... So this bonus zone, this has to do with, Rise of the Empire raid, right? At first I thought this bonus zone thing meant just, like, a new game mode or something, but I'm thinking that's what it means, because, like, right now it's Zafra or something is the new bonus, is the bonus zone that we currently have. So, I guess that's what this is. And, it says it's from Star Wars Rebels, so I'm thinking that's the Phoenix squad. So it says, so gear up your squad, so that means Phoenix, right? Get them all beefier, juicier. Oh, duh, the requirements are right here. Who's required? As we're still working on developing the new bonus zone, the requirements haven't been finalized yet. However, you can expect that some of our newer Mandalorian faction characters, Bo-Katan Mandalore, Dark Trooper Moff Gideon, etc., and some old favorites like Sabine Wren. That's actually kind of ironic. They say old favorites like Sabine. Sabine's never been a favorite. In the Phoenix squad, she's always the oddball that's been left out. When it was just the 6 of them, she was the one left out because of Hera's leader ability that allows all of their uniques to work together. Sabine's unique is the least good. It just increases your crit chance and crit damage. So nobody ever used her. So it says old favorites, but she ain't really a favorite. She's just kind of there. She's just, oh yeah, I have her. She's in my roster. But anyways, we'll likely make an appearance. We'll be sure to post an updated list once the requirements have been locked in. Well, duh, you will. Phantom Menace Episode 1. Battle for Naboo Raid. I think you put that backwards. Isn't it Episode 1 Phantom Menace? Not Phantom Menace Episode 1. It's not like Phantom Menace is the show's name and then there was multiple episodes. There was one episode of Episode 1 and it was called Phantom Menace. What better way to celebrate the Phantom Menace's 25th anniversary than with an iconic battle on the planet of Naboo? We are excited to give you all an early read-in and look at the next raid and the direction we are looking to go while we build out our Episode 1 Swiggle adventure. You and your guild will find yourselves in the middle of conflict, participating in the battle for Naboo against waves of battle droids with no end in sight. Will you be able to sustain all that firepower? Gear up your Gungans, who will give you your best chance of survival and maximum point potential. Our initial target date for this is around summertime, but we will keep you folks posted as we get closer to launch. So it says gear up your Gungans. First off, there's 0 Gungans in the game, so are we going to get a full squad of them now? We went from no Gungans to now we're going to have at least 5, maybe 6 because of Jar Jar. That's a lot of work. They say by summertime too. Summertime is technically June. If it's February, that gives us 4 months to farm all these brand new characters, get them to 7-star, get them to relic status so then they can be ready for this. Yeah, that's a bit ridiculous unless you're a whale or a kraken. Anyways, next, a word from the design lead for this raid. What has it been like working on the raid? I enjoy making events with narrative opportunities like the territory battle and the Jedi Knight Cal's hero journey, so working on the raid has been a lot of fun. We're trying to really nail that feeling of nostalgia and excitement that comes with watching the battle for Naboo. Do you remember the first time you saw those battle droids unload from the transports? I thought battle droids were stupid. You just saw a bunch of like weak, worthless, pathetic looking droids that kind of had no like individual minds. You know, they're almost like a hive mind type situation controlled by the central unit, and then they just came off the transport and unfolded themselves from looking like a backpack into being a skinny droid. Like, cool. I always thought the Gungans should be able to easily take these stupid things out. B2s at least look a little beefier, but B1s? Pfft. What are some characters' factions that may be required? Well, apparently Gungans that we don't have yet. While the raid is still in production, nothing is finalized. We are currently leaning towards subsets of characters found in these factions: Galactic Republic, Jedi Separatists, and of course Gungans. In Battle for Naboo, the Gungans with Jar Jar Binks on their side will give you the best opportunity to be successful in the raid. The Gungans will be featured as a faction inside the Battle for Naboo raid, much like Jabba the Hutt was for the Crate Dragon raid and Leia Organa for the Speeder Bike Pursuit raid. Why'd they put quotations around Crate Dragon raid but not Speeder Bike Pursuit raid? When we get closer to raid launch, we'll be sure to communicate with you the final details so you and your guild can be prepared for action. Or at least try to be. We won't be prepared. Speaking of the Battle for Naboo raid, here comes an awesome new faction, Gungans. A word from the design lead for the Gungan faction. Gungans rarely left their home planet of Naboo, and because of this, they were exceptionally proud and protective of their home. We wanted this faction to represent that moment in the Phantom Menace of them standing steady on the battlefield as the Trade Federation invasion unfolds in front of them. The Gungan team will have significant upfront power from their shield generator to defend against any would-be attackers. While much of the team works in an orderly fashion, there is a member that may cause a bit of disarray to the battle plans. Yahoo, Jar Jar? Who are the Gungans? Boss Nass, a boisterous leader who commands the Gungans of Otar with pride and utilizes their unique technology to achieve victory. Boss Nass's shield generator will provide Gungans a way to avoid damage early on in the fight. Captain Tarples, decisive attacker that sets up his teammates for success and inflicts sizable damage to the enemies. Gungan Broomidir, versatile attacker that capitalizes on enemy debuffs and ramps damage while using abilities when the shield generator is up. Gungan Phalanx, a stout tank that is willing to assist his allies in need and provide coverage with his shield. Oh man. I know I've been coughing a lot. I'm constantly sick, and it's really pissing me off, if I'm being blunt. I don't know what the F is going on. I don't know if it's the environment at my work, maybe an environment at home. I don't know what the fuck it is, but recently I'm just constantly sick, and it's annoying. It's like I get better for 2 days, and then boom, right back into it. So anyways, yeah, I'm coughing now because I just have a very dry throat, and I'm fighting it back to not cough, but sometimes it just sneaks its way out. So anyways, new legendary unit. Jar Jar Binks, a Gungan support who isn't afraid to interject into the battle and offer his own, how should we say this, brand of help, confounding the enemy. Since Jar Jar is a legendary unit, you will need the other 4 Gungans to unlock him. With Jar Jar Binks on their side, the Gungans will do great work and cause a bit of chaos during the Battle for Naboo raid. So be sure to gear them up and utilize the shield generator. Kit reveals on how to obtain these characters will be provided in their usual cadence, so stay tuned for more information. I mean, obviously, you're going to have full kit reveals for each one of them and stuff. This is just an intro. Queen Amidala and new Galactic Republic characters. I feel like Queen Amidala is going to be like a Mon Mothma type character, you know, a character that doesn't actually have any abilities, but is a very good support and lifts up other characters, I feel like. I mean, because Queen Amidala didn't do anything fight-wise. I also feel like maybe they'll have some kind of, some kind of ability in her kit that's like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a stand-in, you know what I mean? Like that's what Padme had. She had the stand-in fake queen when she was out hanging out in Tatooine. Decoy. That's the word I'm looking for. So maybe there'll be something like some kind of decoy thing that you can like use to mislead your enemies or whatever. Another iconic character is making her way to the hall table, Queen Amidala. She will be a future Conquest chase character, as well as accompanied by 2 new characters for the Galactic Republic faction. While we don't have full details ready to share in her supporting cast yet, we will say these characters are also iconic, and we can't wait to tell you more about them. Oh man, now let's hear from the design lead working on Queen Amidala. Let's see, it says that they're Galactic Republic characters, and they say they're iconic. And it's supposed to be from Phantom Menace, right? So we already got Jar Jar revealed. We have Queen Amidala now. So one thing I would like to guess is maybe it'll be Padawan Obi-Wan. I don't know, was he considered a Padawan when he was hanging out with Qui-Gon, or was he like a Jedi Knight, but still just hanging out with him? Kind of like Anakin was a Jedi Knight, still hanging out with Obi-Wan. Whatever he was, though, maybe we'll get short hair with that one dumb braid version of Obi-Wan. That would be iconic. And then another one, I don't know, we already have Maul. We have Plagueis. Maybe he could come. I don't think he would. I just mentioned Plagueis because they say an Easter egg is that Plagueis technically is in Phantom Menace. But it's more, he's off screen. But there's a scene where somebody goes to see Chancellor Palpatine, or whatever he is at the time, Senator Palpatine, and basically Palpatine just finished talking with Plagueis. So it's kind of like a theory more than anything, but still. But yeah, that could be the character too. Maybe we'd be getting Senator Palpatine. That would be cool too. I don't know. Anyways, what does Queen Amidala do? She does some interesting new things that haven't been seen a lot in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Jeez, without going into many details, there's a lot coming with her that is going to be fun to play, while also making you learn to get the most out of her squad. We're still working on the details and functionality, but I'm excited to see the reaction to what is to come. In a later section, we'll go over the decoy mechanic a little bit. Oh, there it is, decoy. I told you they should have a decoy thing, and they did. I mean, it only makes sense. That was a huge part in the movie. I mean, like I said, I saw this movie when I was like 10 or 11, and I was confused because I was like, I thought that girl was Queen Amidala, but who's this then? And then it turns out, oh, you're just using a decoy. I get it now. But yeah, I was confused for a while. I think I didn't realize until later, like I was 15. I was like, oh, I get it now. I'm an idiot. Why didn't I realize that any time sooner? So, yeah. How will they synergize? She has some interesting mechanics around fairly unused buffs in our game. What? What? Like what? What's a fairly unused buff? I mean, if you have buffs, if a character can generate a buff or whatever, then it's used. Like, what are you talking about? Fairly unused buffs. I think using her squad to gain the most potential out of the buffs while staying behind the decoy mechanics will be crucial to making the most of her team. Where will they be used? Her Omicrons aren't... What? Where will they be used? And then it's talking about Omicrons. Why didn't it say where will her Omicrons be used or something? It just says where will they be used, and the answer is her Omicrons? Alright, cool. Way to be unclear. Anyways, they're using GAC, but she will also have solid raid utility, helping you power through the battle for Naboo. We will provide more details in the future on the Queen and her crew at a later date. Any new mechanics? Decoy, naturally. It's a summoned unit with a permanent taunt. Yeah, that makes sense. That's what I meant when I was trying to say, like, distract. Taunt. I don't know why I'm forgetting words right now. Alzheimer's is so awesome, you know? Anyways, with a permanent taunt, which leads into the thematic feel for Phantom Menace and her character, as the decoy sets out to protect the Queen. Her uniqueness of her kit happens while the decoy is active. Queen Amidala will gain a new status effect called Queen's Protection, and for how many stacks of Queen's Protection Queen Amidala has, she gives double of its effects to other Galactic Republic allies. She gives double? That's weird. I guess kind of cool, but weird. Once the decoy is defeated, the Queen gets to take a bonus turn, gains a gnarly locked buff, and inflicts an enemy with something nasty. A gnarly locked buff? Okay. How's it been working on Queen Amidala? I legit lost my mind when I found out I would get to work on her. I don't know about you folks, but I feel that Queen Amidala has some of the most iconic costume designs in a movie. The dresses, the makeup, the crowns, she is everything. So much that I just wanted to make her as iconic as she was in the Phantom Menace. Trying to match that has been challenging, but something I really looked forward to doing every day, especially since she was such a role model for me growing up. My hope while creating this character is that I gave her the justice she deserves through her abilities and viability on the Galaxy of Heroes holo table. Well, the iconic dress I think of is the red one. So, she better have a red dress on in this game, otherwise what the F? And it says that she was a role model for you growing up. How? How was she a role model? What? Queen Amidala didn't really do anything that's too, like, role model-y. Serious? Jeez, half the time she had a decoy pretending to be her instead of her actually being there. Like, what? It's kind of stupid. She was a role model. Oh, okay. Anyways, guild gifting. Last but certainly not least, a feature that has been requested a ton in our surveys. Guild gifting is coming to the holotables. With this feature, you'll be able to, as you guessed it, gift bundles to fellow guild members through a very easy UI system. Below, you will find a few images from our prototype builds that will showcase to you how this feature will work. Go to Gifts in the Store tab and select the gift you want to give. Go to this. Potential item and material drop. Buy for others. Step 2, pick a member of the guild you'd like to gift to. If you're unable to send them that particular gift, the option will be grayed out. Oh, I'd give it to 3. Then tell your friend to check their inbox and wait for them to be extremely excited with your generous gift. Vader Fan 22 purchased you a gift. Purchase you a gift. That pack thing. Oh, I got all this basic shit. Cool. I don't think that's really the gift giving that people requested, though, to do within your guild. I think it meant more like I would guess it would mean more like your own resources. Like, for example, I'm sitting at 1.66 billion credits. So say somebody in the guild needed some credits. Maybe I could give them, a couple million credits. Well, not a couple, like 500 million credits, let's say. And then now they're loaded. They're good. I don't know. I don't think people were dying to this. I really wish I could waste money and give it to somebody in the guild. Why is that not a mechanic? I don't think that's what they meant, CG. Way to misinterpret it. Pretty sure it meant, like, almost like a more robust version of guild donating. Like, you can donate to your guild, but it's like you give them 1 or 2, and they can only get a max of 5. I think that's what people wanted, was to be able to donate more. And to specific people. Not this. This is stupid. But, yeah, cool. Final thoughts from the Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes team. CG Dickhead. We thoroughly enjoyed talking about these amazing characters coming to Galaxy of Heroes this year. Personally, I'm really excited about the Gungans and the Republic faction under Queen Amidala. Although I'm trying to figure out who I'm going to go after first. That'll be a late night with coffee, snacks, and conversation with myself to figure that one out. You're such an idiot. Or a couple late nights because, snacks and coffee. Oh my god, like I said, you are an idiot. I look forward to my guild sending me gifts. Me sending people in my guild gifts. Ugh. Conceptually, the raid feels awesome. Having been able to sit in the meetings for the Battle for Naboo raid, I can easily say the passion and excitement displayed by the folks working on the raid, especially for how they want to capture the moment properly, has been exciting to see and experience. Time to get back to that deck now. C.G. Miller, lead game designer. The Phantom Menace, celebrating its 25th anniversary this year, offers up the perfect platform to introduce some Episode 1 content, namely Naboo and the Gungans, with a feature spotlight on the one and only Jar Jar Binks. If you couple that with fending off a massive horde of Trade Federation battle droids in the Battle for Naboo raid, we have a very exciting start to 2024. We love leaning into on-screen synergies and scenes as the inspiration for our characters, ships, and events in the game, so our Phantom Menace content is perfect for this. CG Coffee, producer. Jar Jar, I'm ecstatic we are getting him in the game along with the Naboo environment and the Queen herself. The Phantom Menace has got a soft spot in my heart, and a lot of the team and our players grew up watching it, so there was no way we were letting the anniversary go unnoticed. It's been a joy watching the team work through all the ideas they had to bring some of the excitement in Episode 1 to life in our game. And we can't wait for you to get your hands on it. Yeah, he says that Phantom Menace has a soft spot in his heart, and that's one of the prequel movies, and I like the prequel movies, and I liked Phantom Menace mostly for Darth Maul. I watch it now, and I'm like, man, this is a lot of, just stupid politic talking. But, I don't know, when I was a kid, I liked it, and it's still not that bad a movie. I'm a fan of the prequels, I always am, man. And, yeah, they've always had so much hate, so it's good to hear them saying that at least they supposedly liked Phantom Menace. Anyways, and with that, so ends the February 2024 Road Ahead. We appreciate you taking the time to read over, or in your case, listen to me, what we have going on in the near future, and look forward to reading your conversations and posts about the above. 2024 is going to be a great year for Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, and we are thrilled to be on this journey with you all. Yeah, it better be. We'll see. Swiggle Dev Team. And then Dickhole wanted to add mega thread discussion here. Anyways, I guess that is all we got. So, yeah. For now, it's basically just kind of generalistic overviews, but there is a lot going on here, and in the coming weeks, months, whatever you want to say, seasons, I mean, technically it's winter now, so maybe over the spring and summer we will have more details on these. And yeah, it'll be cool to learn about all that. And Gungans, that's cool. We're getting a full faction though. Jeez. Go from 0 to 4. I mean 5 because of Jar Jar. So, well, yeah, that's right too. There's those 2 secret characters that they didn't tell us about. They said Queen Amidala and 2 others that are iconic. So altogether, that's a lot of characters that we know are coming out. That's what, 5 for the Gungans, 3 for the Galactic Republic. So that's at least 8 right there. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Anyways, that's all I got. So, again, I know I'm a little bit late. My bad. But thanks for checking this out. And until next time, I said see ya.